Okay, hello and welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Okay. So tonight we're going to start having a look at a game called Extreme Tactics. This is a game which I have mentioned on and off through various of my streams over the past 2 years or so. It's one which I've had intent on doing a stream of at some point, and I've actually gotten around to getting it working. Extreme Tactics is a real-time strategy game. It was published in 1998 by a company, developed by American Studio Media Station and published by Piranha Interactive Publishing. So, yeah. The Wikipedia page is about one sentence for the introduction, and then the rest of it is reception. The reception for this game was about mediocre, 5 stars out of 10 around or lower. It is not a fantastic game. I used to think it was probably the worst game which I ever got. But I since decided that saying that something's like the worst game is kind of very dismissive of it, and the game, to its credit, does try to do a few things which are rather interesting. So it's not so much that it's an unimaginative strategy game, rather it's just unfortunately kind of just mediocre. Well, we're going to be having a look at it anyway, because I don't know, we'll get to see what it looks like. Also, because it seems like I'm going to be able to present something rather new to people, because looking up on YouTube, only about 3 videos on this game showed up. 2 of which were like one-off streams, and one of which was an unboxing of the big box copy of this. So yes, getting this game working. Well, getting it running wasn't so much of a problem. Installing it was the big problem. On Windows 10, it just outright refuses to install it from my CDs. This game came on 2 CDs. It really doesn't need that. I think the major reason why it has that is because it has a lot of movies, cinematics which play before missions. We're going to have to get into that a little bit later. But yeah, Windows 10 just wouldn't accept trying to install the game. I'd run the setup and it would say, this requires Windows 95. I tried to run it in compatibility mode for Windows 95, Windows 98, Windows XP, running it in administrative mode. Nope, none of them worked. So I had to go to my wardrobe, pull out my granddad's old computer, which has Windows 98 installed the game on that, copy the installed files over to a USB. Luckily, that computer actually has a USB port, and copy them onto my Windows 10 computer. Luckily, the installed files are about 28 meg. So I don't know. As I said, I think the CDs, both of them, max up to maybe around 500 megabytes. As I said, I think this is mostly the video files. Which are, I'm looking at them at the moment. They are around like 12 megabytes each. So I think that's the majority of the size of the game. But yeah, I copied the installed folder over to my computer, and with the CD in the drive, I am able to run it perfectly fine using the exe for the game, which is lucky because this game has as I mentioned, has basically no presence anywhere. No community which has kept the compatibility for the game. No fan patches or anything like that. So yeah. That's about it, really. Let's get started with this. Now, as I said, we're going to have to do things a bit oddly, because even though I got the game running, as far as I can see, I have done the tutorial and started a campaign briefly, and it seems to work. The cinematics don't play. I assume that's because they're using a movie player in-game which isn't compatible with Windows 10 anymore. However, the movie files I can play directly from the CD, so we're going to have to jump in and out of the game to watch the cinematics. Because, you know, they've got the story, and they've got characters, kind of. There's 2 characters. One for each of the two factions in the game. Let's start off with the first cinematic. Let me just get screen capture here. We're going to be capturing screen for this. We're not going to be playing it in a window because I don't want to try and get it running in a window. I don't think it can even run in a window. Let's watch the cinematic.
It is the twilight of a once proud world. The distant planet of Calibria. It is dying, and with it, all semblance of the peace that once existed. As the planet's atmosphere grew hostile, domed underground cities were built to protect the populace. From within the domes, miners operated remote-controlled vehicles used to harvest Kula crystals, the sole source of energy on the planet. But over time, the crystals grew dangerously scarce, and controversy erupted over the best way to use them. The visionary Hammerhawk clan wanted to use the remaining Kula to power a fleet of starships and seek out a new home. But the traditional Bloodfox clan refused to abandon their dying homeland and hoarded the Kula to sustain their underground existence. Bitterly opposed to one another, the clan leaders built armies of remote-controlled war machines, each operated from virtual reality control consoles inside a heavily fortified mobile command center. Now global war rages across Calibria, with each clan in command of an arsenal of deadly war machines, determined to gain control of the planet's remaining Kula, and thus over Calibria's future itself.
Okay, so yeah, that's the introduction movie. You're caught up on the story. You can see kind of why I got this game. Back at the time, one of my friends had Total Annihilation, and I was like, that's a cool game. It's got lots of robots in it. I went to the store. I couldn't find Total Annihilation, so not wanting to go empty-handed, I got Extreme Tactics. It's, as I said, it was a bit of a disappointment. Anyway, let's start the game up. There we go. Extreme Tactics. As I said, we're going to have to jump in and out of the game because we're going to start a new campaign. And we're going to play as the Bloodfox clan first. There's two clans. Bloodfox, which is the factions whose ship, or what's it called? Big vehicle thingy got blown up. And the Hammerhawk, which was that big blue birdman in the introductory cutscene. So yeah, we'll do Bloodfox clan. And if I press that, it will start the mission. However, I will just turn off the sound, and we will play the cutscene which was supposed to play there. Hang on, hold on, not yet. Okay, and we'll watch this. It's only like a minute.
But it's about time you got here. You must be Commander Ged's replacement. Well, I hope you're less of a fool than he was. It will save me having to kill you too. This is war, and I cannot afford incompetence. Now listen carefully. I dislike having to repeat myself. Our eastern border has been breached, and the Hammerhawks are stealing Kula right out from under our noses. Fortunately, their presence in the area is minimal. It shouldn't take long for you to exterminate them and regain full control of the sector. We must have that Kula, Commander. The winter has been severe, and a power shortage could complicate our efforts to quash this feeble rebellion. Even Prince Carol must be desperate for Kula to have his men searching for it so deep within the polar wastes. But enough talk. Go destroy these trespassers, and don't disappoint me.
There we go. The cinematics aren't terrible for the time. I mean, I don't know. The voices sound pretty neat. Anyway. Okay, let's see. One. We might also turn the volume down a little bit. Okay, save. Right. And here we go. Here is the game. We have a number of vehicles. We have these hovercraft thingies. These ones have a flamer attached to the top, and these ones have a gun and a cannon on the top. I don't have my manual, so I can't say specifically. I can't be a bit more specific about what they are. We're going to have to go with the in-game information for them. I think we're just exploring for this level. We actually have objectives. Where is it? Here we go. Secure all cooler fields by eliminating all Hammerhawk vehicles. Tech level 1. Okay. Yeah, we just have to eliminate the enemy when we come across them. Yep, there we go. There's some of the Hammerhawk units. Go and attack them. There is, as I said, a number of neat things in this game, in that I think you can actually, like, split the cannons of your vehicles up between 2 different targets. I think. I can at least manually control them by clicking on this, and you can see the little turret moving around on top of there. And they're like hard points in Empire, not in Universe at War, which is pretty neat. We'll get more into the vehicles probably in the next level, because there's more to do over here, but since we've just got the vehicles to control at the moment, we'll just focus on that. I believe this is what the game looked like at the time. Color depth for it seems to be a bit bad. I think that's just part for the course for the game. We've got these buggy ones up here. They have wheels. Again, all of this will become more important later on. You'll see they've actually got different speeds. Because this one has a... Some of these have lighter chassis than the others. Go deal with those. If you can. Hopefully you won't all die. Maybe if you get closer. Okay. You might actually have to run away. Oh, that guy's stuck. Okay. Run away. Reinforce with our other units. Okay. Controlling this with the mouse. Left mouse button is move and attack. Right mouse button is deselect. Hold down left mouse button, click and drag. There we go. Okay. There is a resource point. That is not cooler. We have 2 resources in the game. That would be for Calibrium, which I don't know. I think it's like oil or something like that. You get like tankers which pull it out of the silos there. I'm sure the manual would have explained what those are. There's cooler. Like glowy rocks. I cannot actually click on them. You can't see how much there is in there. Okay. Whoop. Music in this game is pretty neat. Though all the sounds of combat does kind of drown it out, and I don't think I can actually control the volume of the music separately from everything else. Nope. Okay, well. Okay. I don't know what this means. Or that what that means. Is that damage? Yes, it is, actually. That's damage of the lead unit. Okay, so it's got like 90% damage done to its hull. Don't know what that is. 65. Is it perhaps the amount of damage it deals? There's some pine trees around here. Oh. I could give AI commands. This is going to be me relearning the game as much as it is showing it off because, well, I haven't played this game since I first bought it. Kind of for good reason. I don't know if this will be a full playthrough. That depends on how difficult it is. I can't imagine it being too difficult. I don't remember it being difficult. But as I said, I haven't played it since I first bought it, which probably would have been in 98 or 99, so yeah. I've just had the CD sitting on my shelf the whole time. Sort of looming in the shadows, as it were. Anyway. We can also zoom out the view if we want, because it is a little close. I wish there was a bit finer control over it. Maybe 3 levels. Because this is a little bit too far. This is a little bit too close. Part way between would be nice. Okay, this is also zoom in and out for the auto map there. We have various other descriptions here. Score. I don't know how these are calculated, how much time we've got, how many losses we've had, how many kills. Efficiency. I don't know. Leadership. Is that bad? The 2 players. These are our colors. And so on. Oh, there we go. No, you blew up my buggy. There we go. Okay. Is that everyone? Oh, hang on. Oh, there's some dudes up there. Go get them. Boom. Nice big explosions on the units. Okay. Hooray! We got a high score, apparently. Mech. 4. There we go. Leadership 3. Efficiency 69. Kills 13. Lost 7. Hooray! Scores! Okay, and it will load up the next mission, and we'll have to cut to watching the cinematic again. I think? Oh no! Actually. Okay, so we may as well explain this. Probably the biggest feature in this game is that the units in it are all customizable. Which is really cool. So, I couldn't be specific about the units at the beginning of the game because, well, there are defaults which the game gives you, but a large amount of it is sort of making up your own units which you can use. So, we have a variety of different chassis here to choose from, all the way from scout level to super heavy. It says different things about them. Armor 300, cost 100 cooler, 300 metal, I guess it is. Or minerals? I don't know. 300 M. Build time is 4. I think that's seconds. And they add together. That's just for that chassis piece. Weight is lightest, so it'll move quickly. Special class of vehicle designed for reconnaissance and high speed. So if we click on this, you get the little chassis in the middle there. And we have 2 transports to choose from, hover and tread. Hover is armor 250, so I guess that gets added to the 300 armor from the chassis. So it makes it a bit tankier. You have an armor of... I don't know. Can I remove that for a moment? Hold on. How do I remove... No. There we go. Okay. So if we go scout, that's let's see. The scout was 300 armor. And then if I add the hover, then that'll be 550, I assume. It just has cost up there. Cost varies. I guess it increases depending on the chassis? Maybe because I have to make it more powerful to keep the chassis afloat. Versatile transport that can move easily over land and water. That is the different transport types do have different advantages. You know, this one will go over water, but it can't go over difficult terrain. It can only go over like flat ground or water. Treads all-purpose tracks that have good speed. So, even animates it when you mouse over it. How about that? Build time 9, build time 12, speed is 67, so the treads are a bit faster than the hovers. So treads are probably better if you're making a scout transport. Then you have weapons. We have a machine gun. Class 1, cost 25C, 25M, build time 2, target ground only. Range is 64, strength is 20, delay is 1. So what you do is you click on a machine gun, and you stick it on the mount, and you have a little machine gun stuck on top of the chassis. Or you can put a flamethrower, which is stronger, it's got twice the range, it's got like 3 times the strength, but it's also got 3 times the build time, and class is 2. So you'll see this number here on the mount, it's a 2. So that means it can only have up to a class 2 weapon or sort of other attachable, because there are things other than weapons which you can stick onto the hard points or mounts. So you can have a flamethrower on it, or you can have a cannon, which costs kind of let's see, got higher range than the flamethrower, got a higher delay, it's got a higher cost, a lower build time, but a higher strength. So you can have cannon on it, or you can have laser, which has got really high range, low strength. Build time is quite a long time. Delay, I think, is how fast it fires. So machine gun fires quickly. Yeah, that makes sense. Laser fires very quickly. They can have lasers on it. We don't have shields yet. We don't have stealth. We've got detection. Metal detection. Detects cloaked vehicles at normal ranges. Detects mines. Infrared. Detects the heat from vehicles at 2 times visible range. Detects cooler fields. They can have a infrared detector on it. Metal detector. Also, these coils. Radar. Detects vehicles at 2 times visible range. So, allows you to detect enemy units. It's all rather self-explanatory. But yeah, you know, scout chassis, you can upgrade the chassis. Gives you more points for weapons, all the way up to super heavy. Which gives you two level 2 mounts, 1 level 3 mount, and 2 level 4 mounts. We could just attach, like, all the machine guns to it. Or just make, like, machine gun boat or something. Oh, we'll call it a tank. There we go. Machine gun tank. I wanted to save that. It didn't give me the option. How do I save? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Apparently also you could, like, save groups of things. Deploy Tech 2. Plane snipers, cannon boat, detection relay, miner, yeah. Stealth unit tech. Well, we don't have those. These are a number of other things. Oop. So, yeah, just delete that. There's nothing there. Machine gun tank. Yeah, it did save it. Okay. I don't know how it's saving it. There's our MCC, Mobile Command Center, I suppose. What's this? Design. Oh, there's our MCC. We can actually customize that too. You can put different weapons and things on top of it. As I said, this is a command center. This is the important building. If this gets destroyed, we lose. I think I'll just leave that as it is. AI summary. Attack but keep moving. Relentless pursuit. Combat repair at 99% damage. Return. Auto repair at 99% damage. Return. Scatter weapons on multiple targets. Fire upon enemies keep moving. Ooh boy. Okay. I don't know if I ever fiddled with this. Concentrate all weapons on a single target. Spread weapons across multiple targets. This is really cool. Rather than having it, like, attack one target, you can specify it to attack multiple different targets at the same time. When target destroyed, go to target location. Stop. Return to station position. Return to MCC. Pursue while in weapon range. Resume orders. Pursue while in range, then stop. Relentless pursuit. I don't know how well these work, but... Okay. And... delete that. Delete that. They're just empty designs. Yeah. I think I can design things whenever I want. Even during a level. Start game. Okay. And we'll stop that. And we'll watch the cinematic which was supposed to play there.
You surprise me.
Okay, yes, just a moment. There we go.
You surprise me, Commander. Frankly, I didn't expect much from you. Now I shall grant you a chance to prove your success was not beginner's luck. The Hammerhawks have again trespassed in the polar wastes, and are stripping bare our outlying Calibrium mines. I want that Calibrium to be feeding our arsenal, Commander, not theirs. Take a detection relay and root out these interlopers. Just don't get clumsy like our dear departed Commander Ged, and let them detect you first. Secure every mine in the sector and eliminate the enemy. Do that and perhaps I shall find something a bit more challenging for you next time.
Okay. We have our orders. Let's go get it done. Okay. Oop. Let's see. Bloodfox 2. Go. Okay. I wish I could use the keyboard to move around the screen. This scrolling is very fast. Okay. So on a scale of 1 to extreme, how extreme are these tactics? I don't know. It seems like there's good potential, but execution was a bit weak. Also, I must say, I am very impressed at the developers' restraint. For a game which was created in the late 90s, having extreme tactics as the title and not having it with an XTREME is incredible. It actually spelled extreme completely. Which is good on them. Okay. Let's see. So we have our miner here. We have to find one of those Calibrium mines. Where is that? Click on battle, switch over. Oh, there's some enemies.
Initiating.
Miner, move back up there. There's some more cooler.
Targeting.
I don't think we're actually sitting on a cooler field, so we'll have to move our MCC on top of that. Get up there. There we go. Also, welcome. Welcome. You remember this? Really? Wow, that's impressive. I'm surprised anyone would have seen this before. You remember vaguely that main base thing of yours, those claws. It does look rather, unique for the game. If we tell it to, let's see. As I said earlier, I looked on YouTube for this game, and I found 3 videos, one of which was an unboxing, so, yeah. Okay, let's move this down there. You see it folds up and turns into a little fox head, and then it floats over there. Very, very slowly. Can we find one of those library mines? Played a lot of demos. I wasn't even aware there was a demo of this game. Probably 100 demo discs. Each filled with demos. It'd be interesting to see what the demo's like for this game, because I can't imagine... I don't know. The idea of a demo for this game never occurred to me. You can see from things like this, it's got a lot of influence from like Command and Conquer at the time with the movable MCCs. Which, I mean, it's got a lot of interesting mechanics in it. I feel it like it just doesn't differentiate itself enough to really stand out. Anyway, this thingy, our MCC sitting on top of this cooler field will start generating cooler for us. You can't tell how much there is in the field. The way you tell, from what I remember, is that these little blue glowy crystals, they'll slowly fade until they turn black, then it's exhausted, so you have to find another one. I think they might regenerate over time. I'm not too sure. You might be able to go back to an old field once you've used it up. Let's see. Is there one of those thingies over here? Nope, there's some enemies. Usually RTS demos were a few levels. Yeah, at least to show off like the basics of it. 3 levels or so. I wonder whether it would be... Oh, we actually were on one. Whether it would be like Age of Empires, where it had just parts of the campaign, or whether it had unique levels or not. Or whether there was anything which was different in the demo than in the finished game. It still sounds kind of loud. There we go. It's just explosions. Everything's just on a single sound channel, so... Yay. Sound balancing. No, my ship. Okay. Can't remember whether there's any real differences between the two factions. I think there is, but... they'd have to be very minor. Okay. Speaking of miners, you go onto that little bunker disc thing and start excavating Calibrium. Okay. Right. So next we need a detection relay, I think. I can't remember what these do. I think they give you access to detection add-ons for your vehicles. Because I think there's like it seems like there's tiers in the game for things, and you need these and a weapons relay to access the higher levels. You don't have a weapons relay yet. Time down there for how long it will take to build. I feel like there's a way to collect the resources from the destroyed vehicles as well. My cursor's changing when I hover over them, but I don't have a means to get at it. Yeah. It starts like, I don't know, pumping stuff up from there? I always assumed it was like pumping up a liquid, but maybe it's like a big drill and it's mining bits from under the ground. I don't know. Are you done yet? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Okay, let's move you over here. You can see also this is weapons on it, so you can modify these as well. You can put different weapons onto them. Oh, I can actually switch over to different groups. Okay. The animation for that unfolding is pretty neat. Right, so, yeah, I think that allows us to get a few other things, maybe? I don't know. Can I go to design? Yes, I can. Okay, I don't think the game pauses when I do that. Let's design something else. We'll make it with treads, we'll make a chassis of, I don't know, an assault chassis. We need something a bit heavier. Let's stick 2 cannons on it and a machine gun. And we will call it, I don't know, Cannon Tank Mark 1. There we go. Yes. Library. There we go. Like that. Turn. And there it is. And we can produce it. I could stick it with all like the really powerful cannons and all that on it, but it would make it really expensive. This one costs 975 calibrium and 775 cooler. It takes 37 seconds. So, the more really good things you add on top of it, the longer it will take to produce. You kind of want to balance it out, because if it takes too long to produce, you won't be able to, you know, you'll get outnumbered. Our MCC doesn't actually have any cannons on it. I just noticed that. It should. Is that because I didn't add them at the beginning? I thought that we would be able to just, Can I just add them on here? Or is that only at the level beginning? Laser, laser. Flamer, flamer. Cannon. Cannon. There we go. Hey! Cool. Okay, it just automatically applies all the weapons to it. That's nice. You can actually swap it out as during the combat. You're super bad at these games where you could design your own units, just ended up with super expensive glass cannons. From what I vaguely remember of this game, there are sort of things which just work much better than others. I guess we'll have to see whether we come across that in the playthrough of this. Because I really can't remember. I think like flying units are really good in this. But maybe also just like spamming lots of really small units which are really cheap, quickly produced to overwhelm the enemy. I can't really remember. You can also have cloakers and all that, which hide your units from the enemies, which is quite neat. As I said, the game's got quite a lot going for it. It's just, I don't know. The visuals are kind of bleh. Especially for like 98. It's kind of clunky. Just if the execution was a bit better. I like the mechanics in it though. And as I said earlier, it sort of lies a bit heavy on the Command & Conquer style gameplay. Which is not kind of a bad thing because it doesn't differentiate itself enough. I've said that. I'm repeating myself now. Okay. Oh, we're actually waiting on Calibrium because these take so much. Okay. Minus one of those. And, yeah, I guess I just have to wait on, getting some more of that. Okay. Hop over here. How well are you able to find your way over there? Yeah, pretty well. Pathfinding's not too bad. It reminds me another game which I'd like to do a video on, would be some weird fuzziness going on with things there. Would be KKND, which is a game I've looked at purchasing on GOG a few times, but never actually gotten around to it. We can select quite a few units at the same time too. It's very nice. KKND is... That's actually even more like Command & Conquer. What is it? It's like mutants versus humans or something like that. fighting over the ruined earth or something. That was pretty fun. The mutants have silly units. They have like giant elephants and scorpions and so on. I remember being very impressed with that game because you could actually move your units behind the buildings which are on the level, so it had like depth. Again, I wish I could control this with the keyboard. Scrolling, that is. Okay. Whoop. If you could just deal with that. There we go. Let's actually make another design. Let's see. Put a scout chassis. We'll put it on a tread because that's fast. We'll put on a radar dish. And we'll call this, I don't know. There we go. Yep. It seems like it saves it automatically, like when you... It's like it's saving it along the way. I don't actually need to press the save button. Okay, we'll build one of those. 14 seconds. To allow us to see the enemy from further away. Go. You could hop down here and follow our group around. Oh, I thought that was an enemy. It's not. It's just the ruined debris. Okay. Oh yeah, we can see there's 2 enemy units up there. Actually show up on the map in green. You can even see what types they are. That's really useful. Can't see what weapons they have, but you can see it's like a light chassis and walker legs. I think that's actually one of the differences between the factions. We have treads. The Hammerhawk clan have walkers. I don't know how they're different. If they are at all. Okay. Could you be a bit faster? Mine is so slow. I could actually build more of them. I could build another miner. That way it would collect it twice as fast. There's an idea. It does take quite a bit to produce one, though. I guess you could strip the guns off of it. It's not like it would really ideally be defending itself. That would make it a bit cheaper. Okay. Yes, chase my units around. There we go. Okay. And hop down here. Go over to battle so I can see the radar. What AI can I give you? Movement. Ignore enemies, travel to destination. Yeah, okay, sure. Fire upon enemies, keep moving. Ignore enemies in range but return when attacked. Okay, so it's just generally, it's like, do you want it to move and shoot? Do you want it to just move to a target? Do you want it to, you know, so on and so forth? How aggressive it is, really. It's not like it's going to move around on its own. Follow combat directives against attackers. Pursue while in weapons range, pursue orders, pursue while in range, then stop. Relentless pursuit. Okay. Repair. Combat repair at this damage level. Remain at repair site. Yeah, I can't remember. Units apparently can repair themselves. Or, I don't think they repair themselves. There might be a building which repairs them. Or you could have a vehicle which repairs others. Concentrate on weapons on a single target. Well, you've only got one weapon. It doesn't matter. You don't actually even have a weapon. Okay, so I can't set you up to, like, automatically explore the map. It's just more to do with, do you want it to attack while it's moving? Which would be useful. If you have a stealthed unit with a gun, you might not want it to attack units until you're absolutely sure. So you could actually tell them to not attack enemy units when you're moving them right past them. I don't actually know whether a unit which is cloaked would reveal itself if it starts attacking or not. We'll have to find that out. I believe you can actually destroy the trees, but don't think I have an. We can toggle health for all of our units. Repair, we don't have any way to repair. Retreat, sends them back to the MCC. Oh, it actually, they automatically headed out to collect resources. That's useful.
Alert.
Okay, guard. I assume that tells them to protect the area. Refuel, I think's used for aircraft. That's just center view on the MCC. Tracking. Oh, okay, cool. Sticks the camera to a unit. It's rather nice. Have a look over there. And destruct just is like delete. It blows the unit up. Not sure why you'd do that. I guess you don't get resources back for blowing up a unit. And I don't know if there's a build cap. There probably is. I can't imagine the game would let you just build units for infinite. But it's not like it seems to list a build cap anywhere around here. And pause, just pauses the game. Nope, damn it.
Tracking.
Okay. That makes the fog of war all flickery. That's not very nice. Hang on. Nope. Okay. Can we see any other units around here? No? Okay. The game's got that kind of 3D pre-generated backgrounds, which was done in like Total Annihilation, which it doesn't look terrible. I can't say I'm too much of a fan of it though. I think I prefer like hand-drawn backgrounds, even in Total Annihilation, which does it better. I mean, the landscape in Total Annihilation is also more varied. This is just sort of flat with cliffs which you can't go over. I don't know. TA Kingdoms has it as well, and I think at that point it's sort of showing its limitations. I don't know, because it's like the 3D landscape was limited by the 3D sort of like the 3D modeling of the time, whereas with pixel art and all that, you can have more detail. Or at least it seems to work, but I think it works better. Like Warcraft 2 would look nicer than this. I don't really know what I'm trying to get at. Visuals. It's hard to describe. Just, I don't know. Also because like the water's static. Okay, move up here. And get rid of this. Okay. What's our objective here? Locate Calibrium mines and begin mining operations. Eliminate all Hammerhawk vehicles. Okay. Simple enough. Wonder whether there's any on the water there. Don't think so. Oh, there is actually. So we're going to need to get some hovers to get them. Yeah, this is our cannon tank, cannon boat. I guess we'll produce 3 of those. And we can send them off onto the water. The units are getting a bit caught up on each other. Fast buggies can't move around the slower ones. Okay, oh, there's a unit down there, but it's a hover, so I think it'll probably be on the water. Yep, maybe we can lure it. Hey, look, I'm over here. Woo! There we go. I'd like you to flee. They're attacking as soon as they... They're turning to attack as soon as they stop. No. There's actually some more wreckage down there. Can I get in there? Okay. Oh yeah, I can go down that way. Can I make groups? I can! Nice! Okay. I approve of that. You can be group 3. There might also be other shortcut keys which I am just completely not aware of. As I said, I don't have the manual with me. Probably in a drawer somewhere, but oh well. Come on. There we go. Are you done with the other one yet? 10 seconds. Okay. There we go. Come on. Move over here. Yeah, and these have to go over to this spot over here to drop off their Calibrium. Kind of wish they could just go on either side. Since you can't rotate it, it's just... Okay. Up, down there. Go there. Go there. Yep. Okay. Can you actually get in there? No. Doesn't look like there's any units in there, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. I don't know whether my miners could get over that. Would they have to go around the long way? No, they could actually move over that. Okay. This is the difficult terrain I was talking about. Hovers can't go over that. Yeah. Treads might be able to. No, treads can't. There is some chassis which can go over that. Wheels, perhaps? Nope. I mean, aside from flyers. Okay. Move on to the water and deal with these. Is that everything? Might be some more down here. Probably hidden in the corners. I'd have a look up there also to see whether there's anything there. Let's go into design. I want to make something which is kind of midway. Get that, get the treads, and we'll put a machine gun and a flamethrower. There we go. And we'll call this, I don't know, light tank. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's like it's got, what's it called? On type over on light tank Mark 1. There we go. Yes. There we go. I can just go to library and it saves it. Did they get rid of my cannon tank? Oh, did it? Hang on. Did it just save over my other vehicle? Okay. Do that. I want to keep that one, so we'll... I think it was just like that. Or was it cannons? I think it was cannons, wasn't it? No, it was machine guns. There. Yes. There we go. Okay. It's so much easier if there was just a button which was just like, create new. You totally remember that laser turret. Thought it looked like a ship from Star Wars. This. Yeah, I guess it does kind of. Kind of looks like a little bit like a mouse to me or something. Like a bomb chew. But yeah, I can see it's got like Millennium Falcon style backing to it. These look like the turbo laser turrets or something from Star Wars. And the lasers, like an air raid horn or something. As I said, I'm incredibly surprised as someone else who would have seen this game. Okay. Move over here. And... is there anything up there? Nope. Just some different types of trees. I can't double tap the button to actually center on them. Double tapping it should automatically go to tracking. Devs, if you're listening, I have suggestions for UI improvements. There we go. Don't underestimate how bored you were and how many demo discs you had. As someone who played a majority of games as demos, I fully understand. Exalted ranks of elite warriors. Hooray, we got even more points. Oh, we nearly broke 600,000. Oh. Oh well. Okay. There we go. Level 2 done. On to level 3. I think there's only like 10 missions per side, so hold on. Let's pause and we'll play the cinematic which was supposed to go there. As I said earlier, this game does have cinematics, but I'm having to play them manually from the CD because the in-game movie player is, well, probably not compatible with Windows 10, but the raw movie files, which is just .mov files, I can run those with VLC, so that's what I'm doing.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, hang on, hold up. Okay. And
yes, Commander, I received your communique. Indeed, things are looking troublesome, aren't they? But this attack shouldn't surprise you. You've plucked their feathers twice now, and the Hammerhawks are obviously out for revenge. It's not just those Calibrium mines they want, it's your hide. I could send reinforcements, of course, but, well, that wouldn't make it much of a challenge now, would it? Besides, if you're really the tactical genius the Academy says you are, then this assault shouldn't pose much of a problem for you. And if it does, well, so much for living on one's reputation.
okay. Good to know you've got my back. I like that he's got a tiny pencil there. Apparently, they were using, like, touch screens before. He's just got a pencil in his desk for what's it called? For effect. Okay. Right. What have we got now? Anything new? Detection relay, machine gun light, tank turret. Nope, we don't have. Okay. Zoom out. Oh, we've already got a detection relay. Okay. We need to start producing some new vehicles. Yeah, just some light tank Mark 1s. Oh, no, I didn't want to... I remember that being a problem. You can only unpack them on top of the cooler, and left-clicking tells it to start moving to that location. So if you click on the MCC, you have to make sure to right-click to deselect it, otherwise it will move off to where you're clicking. Yeah, that will happen. And that puts a pause on all of your production. Okay, hang on, you're something actually different. You're not a miner. What are you? What the heck? Hold on. Go to design. What's it say about you? Miner? No. Design. That's it. No, no, no. Don't want... I don't know what you are. Can I build you? No, I can't. Okay. You're not a repairer, are you? No. Do you... You're like an upgraded miner or something. Or do you collect cooler? Oh. Oh, hang on.
Targeting.
Oh. We're getting attacked. We're under attack. Built a cannon boat. Ow! I'm gonna try and get used to this. Games which predominantly use the left mouse button for issuing commands is oh boy, that's a relic from the time. Do you perhaps collect resources from the downed vehicles? How is that cooler field we're sitting on? How's it looking? It's not glowing that much. You see, this one's glowing much more. It's actually going to like full white. Whereas this one is sort of... There's only like a weak pulse here. I'm not sure whether it like gives you less resources the weaker the glow is. Or whether it's sort of once it gets to just not glowing at all, it just produces no resources. I can't click on it to see how much resources there are in the pile, so... I guess you could have a look up there. We're generating like 20 each tick, roughly. And produce another cannon boat. Oh, there's one of those spots. Oh, it looks like it did actually suck up the resources from those vehicles. Because its spar's full. So it's a salvage vehicle or something. Oh yeah, it's got giant grabby arms attached to it, that's right. Uh-oh. I guess we can supplement our resources by MCC, it's under attack. It's got these massive grabby arms. It's just like grab, 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 grab. Go on. Go for that. I might actually have to produce a smaller vehicle because these cannon... I'm sorry, what? No, stop. I don't want you attacking that. Why are you attacking there? Stop that. What? Stop attacking the... How do I tell you to stop? You just want to keep attacking that spot. Okay, fine, whatever. I guess you're destroying the remains, but we're using that for resources. If I had a stop button, I would... God. Retreat. None of it's working. It's determined to destroy that. Okay, fine. You just do you. Let's build... Good. Okay, I can actually pause and go into the designer. That's nice. Okay, new design. Let's go sniper. We'll get a hover, and we will do... I do like the flamethrower. Put a flamethrower there, and we'll put a machine gun on there. And we'll call this, like, I don't know. Light, hover, flamer, Mark 1. Okay. We can actually queue them up while we're paused. Why are you determined to... Is it your AI? Well, you're not attacking now. Uh-oh. They've got like mortars attached to them or something. Wow. We might actually have to restart this one. Just be producing units as much as possible. Ah! What have they got? They've got like mortars and the laser or something. Yes, yes, yes. Need something a bit stronger than these. Let's see. Pause. Get a heavy chassis. Treads. 2 cannons and 2 flamers. Oh, that's a light tank. I don't know. Heavy cannon tank Mark II. I'm just making up the names. Whatever. Anything which differentiates them from each other. And I actually replaced my other vehicle. I think I did. Maybe. No, I've got 2 dudes down here. No, my miner! Destroyed my miner. Could you collect this? There's a lot of debris around our base, and I'd like it cleaned up. Can you not get to it? Hop over here. Go to the, look. Get. Okay. And I will fold you up and move you over there. There we go. Grab all the resources you can from them and carry it over to our MCC. Yeah, there. Hop on that cooler. Okay. There we go. You're also going to need to produce a miner, because we've lost ours. Okay. I don't think I can tell it to return to the MCC specifically. It'll just have to do it on its own. Okay. That's our heavier tank. It looks like we're producing a bit more cooler from this one. It's like we're getting ticks of 30 most of the time rather than 20. You're not building. Build that. Because I don't have enough equilibrium. No! I think we're just going to have to be a lot more aggressive on this. 3rd mission in and I'm already getting my butt whooped. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Restart. They don't like me very much, no. What did I ever do to them? New design. So, I'd like something with, yeah, 3, we'll get treads, and... lasers, I guess. And a cannon? I think some of these have, like... I mean, there are counters for these. I believe lasers, there's a type of shield which protects you from lasers. We're not dealing with that just yet. So we don't have to worry about that, but I think that comes into play later on, where you'll have like, oh, it's a vehicle and it's got anti-laser shields on it, so you want to use a cannon or something to get around that. Doesn't seem to be going too well. No. I hope it will improve. Let's see. It's as much me just relearning the game, because as I said, this is the first time I played this game in like 20 years or so. Let's see. Heavy laser tank Mark 3. Yes. Okay. Let's move you over there to begin with. And we'll move both of you down there. And you can hop over there. I want to get onto that better cooler field. Also, welcome. Okay. Maybe don't go too close to them. I'd prefer if they didn't start attacking me quite so soon. Okay. Right. Produce a bunch of those. It's also, I wonder whether I can make it cheaper so that it doesn't take nearly a minute to make. I think treads is a cheaper option in that regard. Let me have a look. If I swapped... Let's see, build time 48, build time 51. Yep, so the treads are the cheaper option. The cannon build time is 5 seconds for that. The lasers, 9. So it's the lasers which are taking up a lot more time. If I just had cannons on it, maybe that would be better. Lasers can attack air. You can just swap all over the cannons. Hey, but heavy cannon tank. Okay, there we go. Yeah. The Mark III is actually weaker than the Mark II, but whatever. Who's paying attention to that? There we go. And unpause. Okay. Also, you should hop down here. So you're closer. Also got a bit of protection because there's this what's it called? Difficult terrain there. Rocky terrain, which will stop units from being able to walk over it. Okay. Are we going on resources? Now, we need to start taking this so we can get to that equilibrium. Okay, they might actually have an MCC of their own. That's why they're producing those. That's why those units are attacking us more frequently. Please don't move. Wait until we have another one of these. How much faster are those being made anyway? 40. Might have cut down the time by like 8 seconds. So yeah, I mean, it's neat that I'm having to take into consideration things like cost and build time in the creation of these units. I can't sort of just build a massively powerful vehicle and rely on that. I'm sure there's ways to do that, but it's neat that it kind of works. Okay, let's move over here and deal with these. There we go. And that's dealing nice damage. Okay. And you're going to just head off over to that equilibrium. Good. Oh, here we go. Here's some walker units that's coming to attack us. There we go. Like, a mechanic like this would have been neat in, say, Supreme Commander, where not only do you have production lines to sort of set up mass-producing units, if you could design what weapons your units had. Be a neat addition to a type of game like that. I think there's also inaccuracy which comes into it. Like, the cannons are missing a fair bit. We don't have to sit here. We can actually attack and move. So, just sitting there taking their attacks is probably not the best option. Okay, build some more. I don't have enough equilibrium. Fantastic. That wasn't a very good exchange of vehicles. Ow! Oh, back on there. Go over here. Go collect that. Okay, can you please drop off your stuff? I promise to leave the MCC where it is. I don't need to click on the MCC to build units. I shouldn't be clicking on it at all. I don't need to do that. It's it's damn like just built-in muscle memory from other games. I want to build units. Click on my production building. But I don't need to do that. Let's produce a new unit. No. I'm going to go with a scout. We'll go with a tread, and we will stick a cannon on top of it. Here we go. Light, cannon, scout, Mark 1. Go. It's nice is that if a model ends up becoming obsolete or I'm getting too many, I can just delete old ones. It's also making me use the mechanic, which is good. There's not a whole bunch of presets which I can just rely on. There we go. So, noticeably faster than these ones too. Because if this repair button is anything to go by, I'll be able to actually able to, like, repair my units later on. Oh boy. Dodge! Uh-oh.
Initiating attack.
Okay. There went my miner too. Maybe not cannons? I mean, it's probably just the chassis which are weak. Restart again. I keep all the designs too, which is nice. Okay. I go super heavy, but then I'm gonna be just spending a whole bunch of money and time on something. I don't have to stick weapons on all the mounts. You could just do like 3 and leave it at that. Just sort of make use of the higher durability it's got than anything. I could do that. Costs a fair bit though. Maybe not cannons. Flamethrowers. Heavy. No. Sub-hev. Flamer tank. Like one. Yep. Okay. How long is this heavy cannon tank? 51. 55. This one only takes 30, and it's cheaper too. Let's build the machine gun tanks. We'll see how that goes. The tank I made covered in machine guns. No, I don't need to click on that. Don't do that. Okay. Once we build a bunch of these, we do start off with a fair bit of resources, so maybe if I just amass like 5 of these, it'll work a bit better. How big's the map anyway? Yeah, it's what you see. Okay. Could also use the water to our advantage. If we have hovers and put them onto the water, we could shoot them from a distance. Then we'll be able to shoot back. Potentially. Okay. And the cost of the vehicles is taken from your stored as soon as production begins. Wait a bit longer. let's try now.
Targeting.
Machine guns, very short range. Doesn't look like they miss though, so that's good. Oh, hello. Come on. Yeah, get you stuck up against the coastline there. Haha.
Targeting.
Okay, good, good. Hop up here. And you can collect those resources, give me a little bit more. I wonder if you just give me equilibrium from the bodies, or do you also give me some cooler? It looks like you're just giving me equilibrium. Maybe about 500 of it for a full trip? Oh, hang on. Okay, come on! Taka taka taka. No, my scouting. There we go. Massed machine guns. That works. Okay, can you collect from those bodies there? These. Oh, traffic jam. Go over there. Okay. No, you have to move a bit further on land. There we go. I have to get completely on land to get within range of my machine guns. There we go. Okay. Push up. And I guess create more of the machine gun tanks. It's like just trying to find a good bog standard vehicle to bulk out your armies with. Then you can move into more specialized ones as long as you've got a good all-rounder to rely on. Okay. Oh! Let it come onto land. Then you can shoot it. Okay, there we go. Turn around. You should also create one of those detectors. Again, I did the bad thing. I clicked on the MCC. I don't need to do that. Okay, some more of those. Right. Charge in. Let hit scanners be... Hit scanners guide us. Arg. It's not going too well. Went all right before. Not really heavy enough. some of these cannon boats. Okay, they still making their way over to us. Yep. Hold off. Oh. Lure them. Then charge in. Go right down the center. Okay. Circle back around. Excellent. Okay. I just have to keep moving. I think there's also... might be just like a random amount of... an amount of randomness to... like whether an attack penetrates armor or something? I don't know. They have those health bars which sort of deplete by sections rather than by exactly how much damage they've taken. I can't actually build you. Okay, build a miner. I'd like to get Calibrium faster. If we get attacked again, I'll lure them near to my MCC. We just need to get like another shipment of resources off. I don't know whether you can starve the enemy of resources in this. I wonder whether they work by the same restrictions that we do. Hmm. Okay, once you finish that, we will build, I guess, more of the machine gun tanks Mark 1. Okay, hop down there. Oh, hang on. Oh, hey! They've been busy. Okay, there's one down. They're really doggedly going after my miners. That's really mean of the AI.
Initiating attack.
Okay, well, I mean, at least we've got a lot of resources next to our base now. Hooray! How much damage did you take? Oh, apparently not much. The MCC might repair itself over time. What's all these corpses up there and you decided to go for that one? Okay. Hmm, 320, 520. I don't have enough calibrium. It'd be nice if these were ordered around the other way. Because calibrium's first here and then cooler. That also took a fair bit of damage. My detector. I seem to remember that being a problem if these get destroyed, because it blocks you out of whole sections of what you're able to do. Okay, could you go for that over there? Hello, welcome, welcome. This looks like Total Annihilation, kinda. That's what I thought when I first bought it. It's not. But yeah, it's similar in that we've got a whole bunch of robots, except it's different in that it's more like Command and Conquer. And we design our own units. So, it's kind of a mediocre game. But, it's got interesting ideas in it. The execution is a bit, I think. So, unit designing is an interesting concept. Yeah, it's quite robust too. We've made actually quite a number of units. I think all the ones we have at the moment. Oh, we've got another attack coming on. Custom ones, so. This level is proving to be quite difficult. This is what, the third level in, and we haven't, we've had to restart it like 3 times. I have no problem with having to restart a level several times, though. That's just how these, older strategy games are sometimes. I don't actually know whether one of the campaigns is harder than the other. I'm just going with the Bloodfox campaign. That's this one. Because that's on CD1. Whereas the Hammerhawks on CD2. So, using that logic, you would start with CD1, I would assume. It's not like the game recommends one over the other. Because of that, I assume both of the campaigns to be exactly the same, like in, what's it called? We lost our scavenger too.
Under attack.
I think if anything, this is just teaching me that I shouldn't be sitting here doing nothing. I should be producing units, even if they're just something. But I don't like the idea of diving my economy into the ground. Let's see. Let's build a hover vehicle. Okay, so new vehicle. I'm gonna go with an assault one as well. We'll go with a hover. Weapons. Flamers? Just have flame cannons on it. Tend to like games where you can modify the units. They rarely seem to get it quite right though. Balancing that is really hard. I don't remember how this game goes with balancing them. I don't think it succeeds. I have vague memories that some units, like, you just sort of build things which are much better than everything else. Or it's like good to sort of mass produce units which I can't remember exactly. It's just like, I remember there being some things like that. But there is a lot of options with it, which is pretty neat. It sort of comes down to like rock, paper, scissors with this later on, from what I remember, with stealth and detection. We've got some of which. Got the detectors. They have radar, infrared, and metal detection. So, but yeah, as I said, I haven't played this in like 20 years. So, I'm remembering this as much as I am showing it off. Okay, that takes about 46 minutes to make. 46 seconds to make, not minutes. could also like mix a heavy in there with a bunch of light ones around it. The heavy one can deal the damage, but the light ones can zoom around. I'm also mostly zoomed out, because this is everything looks much nicer here, but it's very close. So maybe we should move somewhere else. There might be a more easily defensible position. There is more cooler over there. I think we'd actually have to. It looks like we've used up all the cooler there. But that's not what I'm running out of. I'm running out of equilibrium, which is like metal. Our setting has unique names for all the resources. Cooler just makes it sound like we're getting like cola or something. You require more soda. More glowy rocks. Or coolant. I think that's what I thought of, assumed it as. They use it for like coolant for the vehicles, but it says like it's a source of energy, so I guess it's glowy rocks with energy in them. Though clearly there's like solar they could be using, but maybe this is just so much better. Don't question it. Oh. No! Yeah. Looks like we might be restarting this again. The flamers don't seem to be doing too bad. Okay. I think we're gonna have to restart again. Okay. Any moment now? You thinking about it? Hold on. Nope. Unhandled exception. Yep. Okay. Well, the game got just crashed. Wonder what that was for. Maybe it was trying to play the cinematic or something at the beginning. Load. Good thing I was making saves before every mission. Did it save all my vehicle types? It did! Actually, that's pretty cool. It needs exception clubs so it can handle them better. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription, Griffin God. What a game to subscribe to. I covered it at the beginning, but this game, it was a little difficult to get running. I purchased it back in the late 90s. This came out in 98, and oh, what? So it's on 2 CDs. I tried to install it on Windows 10. Windows 10 does not let the setup run. It's just like, nope, this requires Windows 95. I'm not going to run it. I tried it in compatibility mode with administrator mode for like Windows 95, 98, XP. None of them worked. So I had to get my granddad's old computer out of my wardrobe, install the game onto that. Luckily it's got a USB port, so I copied the installed files, which were like 27 meg, from that computer onto my Windows 10 computer, which is the one I'm using to stream. It runs perfectly fine with just that. It just won't install, so yeah. As I said, the install being only 27 meg makes me think that the majority of the game is the cutscenes, because they're like 12 meg each on the CD. And the CDs say they have about 200, 250 megabytes on them each. So it's a bit weird that there's 2 CDs. I don't know why. Probably because they couldn't fit all the cinematics on one CD, but oh well. Hang on. CDs do have some artwork on them, but just like black and white. They look exactly the same as each other, except the title on them's different. Okay. Right, so, what are we doing? We're not going to lose. Where is it? Hover Flamer. Build a bunch of these. Just spam out Hover Flamers. Maybe the Flamers will be what will win us today. Surprised to get a Fountain's Badge. Not exactly sure what that is. I've had other subscribers since you, but I don't get too many. But it's greatly appreciated. I kind of don't really understand all of Twitch's things and doohickeys, so the specifics are sort of lost on me. I think I've made a few custom emotes, which you do have one. There is a custom emote there, but I haven't fiddled around with any of the other things. I need to make some more. I've already got one. Maybe some more relevant ones. I don't know. I just sort of change the one around every now and then. Okay, so once you've finished building these, we'll go get rid of these. I can maybe, I don't know, survive the onslaught of the enemy units. It does seem like they were increasing, because it went from 3 to 5. So, I think once I defeat these dudes, I should just attack. Let's be really, really aggressive. I'll throw units at the enemy until they break. Rather than sitting here trying to build up my forces. That just doesn't seem to work. I have to learn the rules by which the game's playing, so... Okay, good. Flame cannons seem to be doing pretty nicely, but those aren't the ones which were giving us strife. Okay, hop down here. No, I don't want you going there, actually, because they're just going to target you, and I don't want to lose my miner. That's a bad time, because they're expensive and take quite a while to replace, and that's time I could be spending producing new units. Okay, good. Up here. We've got the attack coming. No, not my scouty. You really want to go for my scout thing, don't you? Well, so be it. You can chase him around the map all you want. I hope Torment's been going well, Griffin God. I haven't had the time to check in with that. Been playing Torment tied to Numenera or something like that. It's like a Planescape Torment type game. But quite significantly different from what I've seen. Can't really use that. The setting is quite different. It seems a lot more psychers in it than in the D&D setting. I should finish a playthrough of Planescape Torment. I think I played a bunch of it years ago, but I never finished it. Oh yeah, those flamers seem to be going pretty well. Okay. Build some more of them. Okay, move up here. Maybe we could take out their miner or something. Starve them of resources. Okay. Hang on. Put you on 1. And put you on 2. And you can zoom up here to tell me whether there's any enemies around. Oh. There's some down there. Now let's go hunt them. I wish I could put a rally point for produced units. They could, like, go over here. That would be very useful. There we go. Okay. That looks like their base. And is there miner coming out of their base? Go get that. Might need a few more units before we can actually attack them. Okay, hop over here. Get you as well. Okay, they're sending an attack. Sending an attack. Let's head them off. We should move our MCC onto the other cooler patch, I think. Alright, I wanted that one to group up a bit more, but oh well. Okay. There's enemies there, but they're being devoured by huge balls of flame. Okay. Lost a few from that. Go up there. Guess I could move my base into a more forward position. Be more aggressive. Rather than sitting all the way back there. Okay. Also, getting there, like, detection radar would be cool. I don't know whether the enemy would use their radars, though. I think they need to use some of the detectors to detect your, say, cloaked units, but I don't know whether they... I'm guessing the AI would just see everything on the map anyway. That's how it usually goes. Okay. Here comes a miner again. We can hang around here. Is it going to the other one? Or is it going around their dudes? If it's going to the other one because my guys are up here, then that's quite smart. Nope. Okay, it's going back to this one. I don't think these disappear. Actually, I don't know. I don't know whether they disappear, whether they run out of resources or not. I assume they do. Maybe they blow up when they run out of, when they run out of fuel. Or calibrium. There we go. You have no miner now. Haha. If you build another one, we'll just destroy it again. Maybe that will make things a bit easier for me. I don't want those. I want my hover tanks. Hover flamers. Yeah, they are producing a few more guys there. Collecting that. There's a big impassable, well, not impassable, difficult terrain along there. It's like a narrow passage here. Okay, can hop down there. And it's just going to be waiting on more calibrium because these do cost a fair bit. Hang on. Okay, let's see. New design. Let's build a sniper with a hover, and we will get 2 flamers on it. Oh, I can't put that on there because that is a level 1 mount. Okay, put a gun there. Or do I want a gun on that? That's actually not that much cheaper. 875. It's got level 2. So I could put that on. Then I could put a flamer on it. That's about half the price of what I've got currently, so I'd be able to produce twice as many of them. I don't even know what mark I'm up to. 3. Just produce a bunch of those. I mean, let's see. If there's multiple targets and their cannons... dividing their attacks up and missing because they're faster and can zoom around a bit better. Another neat thing in this is that vehicles, because they have multiple turrets on them, their turrets can actually attack individual targets, which is really neat. I think you can also tell them to attack individual targets. If we have our MCC here, you can see it has all these different turrets on it. And if I click on them, I'm paused at the moment, but if I unpaused it, you can see you can like manually control the turret, and I think you can like tell it to attack a specific target. But I'm not exactly sure. I think it would be described in the manual, but I don't have that on hand. Hello, welcome. On the thumbnail, this looked like PS1 red alert. Yeah, as I've said, it's at least how the building and all that's done is heavily inspired by red alert. But it's got a number of things which make it a bit more different. Okay. Keep collecting. Oh, we also have you down there. Oh, hello. Hello. Hang on. No, they're marching. Actually, you're going to have to come back to my base. Come on. Get up there. Okay. Also, all of ours are hovers. We can just move them over the water. They can't. They've got walkers. Not that that's really worrying them. They're quite fast anyway. Units are gonna funnel in one at a time and... Okay, hop back to our MCC. Get support fire from that. Well, there went my attackers. They just seem to have a ridiculous amount of health. But I assume they've got the same, like, hit points that my guys have. Did I produce the wrong things? Oh. So my flamers seem to be, like, hitting my own MCC. That's weird. Okay, wonderful. I don't have enough equilibrium, so I'm gonna have to restart. Did we get an exception again? Hold on. Hold on. I would like to minimize this. There we go. Yep, okay. It doesn't seem to like resetting the game several times. Okay. Load. Okay, so the flame cannons worked pretty well. I just need to be, as I said, more aggressive. I was holding off, waiting for some more units, but that just gave them too much time to build up their own dudes. Okay. Try 5? This is quite a jump in difficulty. You just read that the near mint 9.8 plus rating unopened Super Mario Brothers sold for $2 million. I think I saw articles about that. Or about something similar a little bit ago. It's kind of crazy. Especially for all the kids who would have got them at the time, and it's just like you open up the box, get the cartridge out, and then later on in the same day, it's like you've got your game out. What do you want to do with the box? And you're like, oh, I don't know, throw it out. The thought of actually keeping the box didn't occur at the time. Make sure to recycle the plastic wrap after unboxing. I'm glad that there's some channels like LGR where they buy the games and they like do the unboxing and opening them up. I know there's a thing that's like, you know, it's like comic books, keeping them in like wraps and all that to keep them quality, but I feel like these things are kind of there also to enjoy. Putting them in a case and I don't know. Okay, get rid of these. Yeah, it just seems like they produce units which have a lot more HP later on. I'm dealing with these guys, no problem. It's just a tougher chassis, but... Okay, go up here. Go to there. Here we go. Okay. Go and attack. And I think after you build this, we might move you down to here. Though, again, cooler is not what I'm running low on. I feel like you might use cooler to refuel aircraft. Because I'm not seeing at the moment how I'm going to run out of it, since Calibrium is much harder and takes a lot longer to get. Okay. Get up there. And you can move down over there. We've actually got quite a few attackers, so let's go and give them a nudge. I recognize that noise. That's the sound I'm pretty sure that pew pew noise is from it's the same one that's used in Dark Forces 2 for the rapid and Dark Forces games for the I forget what it's called. The rapid fire gun. It fires like 3 shots in a triangle. Stock sounds, ahoy. Okay. Go after them, miner. Oh yeah, no fear. Come on. Okay, maybe a little fear. There's 5 dudes in there. Wow. They've all got like mortars attached. Maybe if we get really close to them. Is it going well? I don't think so. Nope. Made a bit of progress there. Destroyed their miner. I don't know whether that means anything. Is there anything else around here which we could use? Some more cooler down there. If I put my thing down here, maybe that would be better because it would be faster. Because you can only unpack your MCC on top of the cooler. You can't, like, just tell it to unpack wherever. At least I'm pretty sure you can't. No. Here they come.
Targeting. Initiating attack.
You're also dividing your attacks up.
MCC under attack.
Yeah, MCC, could you
Initiating
attack
attack.
it?
Targeting.
You can't actually. They're too far away.
MCC under attack.
Yes, I know. Okay.
MCC under.
We start again then. No, no. Like, I need to make an assault. That's got the health. Like that? Or maybe I should just go all in and make a really heavy one. What's the most expensive vehicle I can make? Like 3 lasers. And 2 flamethrowers. Build time is 81. Cost is 2,000. What if I put all machine guns on this? That would cut it down to 52. I think all the lasers, all the machine guns don't really do enough damage. Cannons? Put 3 lasers on it. Sup have laser tank Mark 2. Maybe we can build one of these and it will be more successful. Or 2 of them. I mean, our flamers did alright. I build one of those, and then we build the, where was it? Other flamers. So that we have, like, one really heavy chassis unit in there to soak up some damage. Trying to come up with tactics. It'd be useful if I had something like a turret, but I don't. It's all vehicles. So I guess you could make a vehicle to be a turret. Okay. You're also really, really slow. Ah, that's fine. Okay. Oh. No. What am I doing? And just having a think of where the manual could possibly be would probably help with me making some decisions. Probably in a drawer down there, maybe. Again, it's like these dudes aren't a problem. Come on. Okay. I think there's also some things which you can get, like, add-ons for vehicles which increase their fire rate. I'm not too sure. Move you down there. Move you off that. Oh. You can't attack me from here. Uh-huh. Lasers also have alright range. Keep moving. Look at them jimming around trying to get to me. Okay, okay. Seem to work fairly well. You can hop over there. And hop on that. There we go. So yeah, you can see that the radar dish on our little scout down here isn't turning. It's because I've packed up, at least I think it's because I've packed up the detector. So the radar is actually stopped working. I hope they can get to that side there. They probably have to go all the way around there. So when I unpack this, yeah, the little radar dish reactivates. You really gonna have problems trying to get there? Go up there then. I thought it would be a smart location because it's like closer to this one, but that coastline is too close. Oh, they have to restart it again. It's moving my thing just cut into my time. Yep. Okay, okay. Now, when I started this game, I wasn't expecting it to be a massive, challenging endeavor, but I hope there's nothing funky with it, like the AI is moving and producing a lot faster than it's supposed to because the processing power of a computer is a lot better than it was at the time. That doesn't make sense that they would tie that to that, but well, I feel like if that was the case, we'd be inundated with units. Just seems difficult, not insurmountable. Because I think with my multi-core, like, processor or whatever, it would be just... Well, I'd only be recognizing one of them. Have a situation where, like in King's Quest 7, you'd pick up dynamite and it just blows up in your pocket because... Instantly, because it's based on the cycles of your computer. Or is it a firecracker? I'm thinking of the right King's Quest, aren't I? King's Quest 7 is the Princeless Bride, I think it is. I should get back to playing those series. I think I got up to King's Quest 6. That was the next one. Also, Space Quest. They've got lasers and they're... My MCC doesn't have any lasers on it, so I can't actually shoot them. Okay, maybe I just shouldn't move my MCC. This battle looks like it should be over before I need to do that, so... Also, destroying their miner doesn't seem to make much of a difference. So I'm guessing, starving the enemy of resources is not exactly an option. Okay, get up there. I think visually also, if this game just had a better color depth to it, it would look much nicer. You can see it's really struggling with, like, I don't know if it's coming through on the recording, but there's like that weird sort of, I don't know, there's odd colors in shadows, especially on like the water. You can see this like browns in there. I suppose for light reflecting off the ripples, but looks like when you take a photograph and with an old with a photograph with like an old camera in it, you know, doesn't get as many colors. Probably the case. Maybe it's only like, I don't know, 16 colors, 16-bit opposed to 32. Maybe 200. I don't think it's 256. I think it's got more than that. Why is it producing that? I wanted my flamer tanks. Hover flamers, not my light flamers. Okay, we've actually got quite a few vehicles. Oh. They're sending units to attack. No. No. Go this way. Okay. We ought to head them off. Maybe we could catch them one at a time. Again, these turrets of theirs are just completely destroying my units. It's like mortars? There we go. But at what cost? Build some of these ones with the cannons on it, maybe. How many dudes do they have in their base? Five, 7, 8. Okay. Like they've got a cooler field right up, a Calibrium field right up there, so their miner's not actually going over here for the moment. Okay. What's my thing for this? Yeah, locate and destroy Hammerhawk MCC. Apparently I have tech level 2, but I don't think I have the I don't think I have level 2 weapons. No, I don't. These are the weapons I have. Is there something I can do? Is there something that I'm missing which I can do? Metal detection. Detects cloak vehicles. Detects mines. That's not a problem. Oh. Oh, detection's not a problem. I know where they are. Okay. Whatever. Let me try something. I wish to try and crash the game again. No, because well, as I've said, you know, these older games, restarting a level is par for the course. Trying different tactics and all that. I have like 10 minutes at the beginning to be able to succeed, so yes. Okay. Load it up again. Right, so how about first thing I do, I build a miner. And then I build my hover flamers. Because those do seem to be working pretty well. But if I build another miner, I'll be able to start getting, even though I'm not producing units right now, I'll be able to let's lure you. I like that the lasers and all that give little scorch marks on the land. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. You can go down here. And now we start producing those hover flamers. Now, theoretically, I should have twice as many resources coming in once my miners get to the equilibrium and come back. Maybe I should even build 3. It's just the idea is that if I have too many, they're all going to be starting bumping up against each other, and just generally causing traffic jams. Because they all have to go back here. And they're all going to be, like, trying to get around each other. The key elements in strategy games, congestion management. You don't have to worry about that in StarCraft and StarCraft 2. All the drones and all that just move right through each other. Or they can move extremely close to each other. Maybe I should even build a 3rd miner. Build 2 more hover flamers and then I'll build another miner. Could also maybe move this up to here to provide fire cover for my units. But I don't like the idea of putting that unit right up close. It's kind of important to keep my radar going, even though it's not providing that much of an advantage at the moment. I don't think the structure itself is strong enough to really use as a turret. It's not really designed to be a turret. It's more of a research building than anything else. Okay. Yeah, see, it's trying to get there, but that one's in the way. So now it's going down. Maybe over to the other side, or it's going to try and go around the other side. I don't know. Actually, hold off on that. Build some of these heavy cannons. Plus you to that group. I'll put my radar one under group 3. I could also put my radar on a hover vehicle and on a hover platform and just stick it in the middle of the water. That way they wouldn't be able to get it, because these enemies, they don't actually have hover platforms, do they? Could also consider that in my attack. Move over the water, bypass the units at the front of their base. I don't know whether if I attack their MCC, are they going to send all of their units to attack mine, or are they just going to send units within range to attack me? Is it possible to bypass their defenses, or are they just going to go full aggressive and attack me? Hang on. Put you down here. I could also build another one of you. Give me more coverage. Design. New design. Scout. Hover. Radar. Go. And you can produce one of those afterwards. I've actually got a nice amount of calibrium. I could just keep producing units. Maybe that was the key the whole time, just getting 2 miners up early. Actually not doing too badly, moving back and forth between there. Oh, here they come. Okay. Down here. Hovercrafts also just make it much easier to get around. Though the treads are faster. I think there's also the hull difference to consider. I think the hovers have more hull than the treads. There we go. Hold on, pause. Yeah, produce 3 more of those heavy cannon tanks. Okay, so you can go there. You can go here in the middle of the water. It's interesting we have this one which has wheels, but yet we can't actually produce wheels ourselves. We still only have hovers and treads. So this little speedy dude is like the only one of that which we can get. Okay. Kind of died in a really awkward position. They're all in the way of my all going to be in the way of my miners if I send this salvager to collect them. Okay. Are actually eating into my calibrium. However, we do have a few units. Okay. And again, I'll have to remind myself, our goal isn't to wipe out the enemy completely. It's just to get rid of their command center. It's just that their MCC is surrounded by units. There goes a miner and some of their units. 4 of them this time, okay.
Initiating attack. Targeting.
Good. Split them up a bit.
Initiating attack.
Okay.
Initiating.
Good. There goes the miner. I wonder whether I should make like a mid-level save. 3A save. Get that. Get that. Up over here. It's even just getting my units over here takes time. Building cannon boats? There's something weird with this. I feel like I'm queuing up units and it's putting the wrong ones into the list. Oh! Actually out of cooler there. But, we've got 5,000 stored, so... it should be fine. Maybe... taunt one of them into attacking. Okay. I built another miner. I'm also not sure whether there's a friendly fire in this. Are my cannons going to be hurting my own dudes? Okay. Looks like we're actually making some progress. Wow. Okay. Charge. Good. Get rid of that one. Destroyed one of mine. Get rid of that salvager. Okay, good, good. Up over here. Pause. 4 cannon tanks. Okay. Now. Got another unit there.
Targeting.
Keep attacking them. Don't let them amass. Amass them. There we go. I'm hesitant to attack their MCC because they probably have guns all over it. Like they've got like 2 cannons. Yeah, the Hammerhawk MCC is shaped like a giant, well, hawk, I assume. Like ours is shaped like a giant. I always saw it as more of a bear. But since we're called the Bloodfox, I assume it's supposed to be some kind of big fox. Just kind of boxy for that. But, yeah. Okay, otherwise I think they're exactly the same. They have the same number of, like, hard points for weapons. No, my unit. Got a nice amount of debris sitting around there, but okay, maybe I should start like producing really, really cheap things. I mean, even that's 600. Let's see, what's the cheapest unit I can produce? Which can attack. Probably this was machine gun. Build time 18, 15, 325, 525, 625, 625. Yeah, that. At least that's the cheapest I can make at the moment. So I replaced one of my units, I think. Yes, I did. Oh well. Not really a light cannon scout. I'll just leave it, whatever. It's cheap. It's built in 15 seconds. Is it going to stand up to these? Probably not. Ooh, actually got another vehicle up there. I mean, they've got machine guns attached. That's like, gonna have to put them right up next to their units. Them horses really hurt. You'd think they'd have a minimum range. I guess we'll try and finish do all the campaigns for it. Since there's so limited videos, it seems, on YouTube about this game, I guess I should contribute to the archiving of all games by including a full playthrough of this game. I feel like I have finished this before in the past. I honestly can't remember. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of you. If I could just hold them off. Give myself more time to get resources. And for my miners as scavengers to get to know each other. Don't worry, just take your time. It's not like we're at war or anything. Oh, I can't even go into that water because there's no coastline to like descend onto the water from. It's all cliff around there. So even if I thought, oh, I can send my units over here to attack this by the water. No, can't do that. Have to go through here. There might be a passage down there, but let's have a look. There is some units down there. I might actually have successfully starved them of resources. They're not producing anymore. Or at least they haven't, like, amassed another five of those mortar guys to attack me. So, that is a tactic which we can use against the enemy. Attack their economy. Again, it seems like that's an obvious thing to do in a game, but you can't always be sure that the AI plays by the same rules you do. Like in the Total War series, the AI gets more money per turn than you do. And I think they might get bonuses to like recruiting units per turn. I'm not too sure. They might be able to recruit more units per turn than you can. But they're not playing by the exact same rules as you do. In some other strategy games, it's like the AI only sort of what mimics actually producing units, where it's not really spending resources to get units or spending the time to build the units. It's just sort of producing them when it needs them. Maybe we aren't actually starving them of resources. There's a whole bunch of dudes. Okay. No. I attach lasers to these, so I'd be able to run around pretty quickly. Hmm. These little thingies are really not going to be able to stand up against them. Oh, they're going up there. Damn, they've got 5 of them. Okay. If things go terrible, we can just reload our save, because... I wonder if it saves my, Yeah, it would. It would save my designs between saves. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay. Let's see. Abort. Load. Okay. So, where were we? Get rid of that, get rid of that. Produce another miner. Okay, so this is just before we got rid of these guys.
Initiating.
I'd like you to lure them. Come on. Okay, there's one. It's 2. And 3. Okay. You could go in. Fine. You don't have any resources. I don't think you do. No, you don't. You've got an empty tank. Oh, you were the what? Wait. No. No, I haven't built the 3rd one yet.
Targeting. Initiating attack.
Okay. Head back.
Targeting.
There we go. And we can queue up. Yeah, some of the cannon boats. Okay, 3 miners. Why do you stop up there? Is it because there's a miner on the mining spot and you can't actually, like, access the mining spot because it's, like, occupied? You don't recognize it as a, location you can go to while it's occupied? It'd be nice if the scavenger dropped off resources at a different point on the miners. Maybe at the back or on the other side. That way they wouldn't be all trying to go onto this side of the MCC. Okay, how's their production going on? Yeah. Okay. Send you over there. Again, I don't need to do that. I don't need to click on the MCC to see what it's producing, because I can just see it down here. Oh no, they're all getting bumped up behind the scavenger. Okay. Pull back a bit. So we can meet up with the reinforcements. Oh, they're going around the other way. Okay. There are 3 miners on the go. We should probably start to... Oh. No! Haha. Can't catch me. I'm too fast. Ow. Looky, looky. Woo! Oh. You're not phased. Oh, you actually are going for it. I can use weaker units to lure their attacks. Sometimes. Okay, that was alright. Got a miner. Get it. Yeah, they seem to be working alright going to that, Calibrium field. Okay, so how much does the cannon boat cost? Let's see. 1,200, 1,150, 46. Basically the same. You also can't click and drag a selection box while you have a unit selected. comes their salvager. There we go. Why aren't you producing any more units? Oh, I don't have enough cooler. Wow, okay, we've lasted long enough for that to be a problem. That's a good sign. Up down here. Move that over there. I think also speed is a problem in this game. Everything moves kind of really slowly. I could turn the speed up in the options, but well, one, that doesn't seem to increase the speed by that much, and two, that's just increasing how fast the game's running, not like it doesn't like, you know, that's going to make it like units are moving and firing faster. It's not really just. I'd have to react faster too. Okay. Are you actually? Yeah, see, like, oh, look at how speedy that is. That seems to be a lot faster. Like, let's see, 5. Yeah, odd. Like, hold up. Save. Okay. Maybe I can use this, because it seems like as long as they don't have a miner, they will try and produce a miner, which means they're not producing like actual attacking units, even though miners have guns attached. So if I just keep destroying their miners over and over again, they're not going to actually produce attacking units. They're just going to produce miners. You like Homeworld for that reason. It allows you to pause and still give orders. I like that I'm able to pause and use the designer. It allows me to, like, stop for a moment, think about what I want, and give some thought to it, rather than having to rush it. Which is nice. These units, though, they're still stronger than mine, he says, as he's trying to excuse bad play. Jeez, I don't know. I haven't actually played Homeworld. I think I've played a little bit of it, probably the demo. But it is not a game which I've actually played a lot of. I think I always tried to play it, but I got confused on how you give orders and just like the whole UI of it being confusing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see it. Okay, that one's run out. It's like permanently open now, so I have to find another Calibrium mine.
Targeting.
Something about like Homeworld and how you select units to give them orders is different from every other strategy game I've played, and it's just sort of, I don't know, it's not something I've ever been able to really, I haven't put the time in to try and get over. Takes a bit of getting used to it being completely a 3D RTS. Yeah, it is neat for that element, that it's like, what, actually 3D space where you can send units up and down as well as just on a plane. Like in, say, Sins of a Solar Empire. There we go. I do need to find another one of those mines, though. I mean, there's one over there. Guess I could send my miners over there. That's awfully close to their base, though. You first select the distance to travel, then the height. Right. I don't know. Perhaps I just didn't grasp it when I was playing it, or maybe the demo didn't do a very good job of explaining it. I might have just been too dense to figure it out. No, I mean, I don't mean it. Sorry, I mean. I say things, and I think they come off as a lot worse than I mean. Sometimes if I'd play a game, if I didn't understand exactly what was happening, I'd sort of just go, oh, okay, and I wouldn't necessarily put the time into figuring out how to get it going. It's, I'd say maybe because I was younger and I was also just more impatient, but it's not really something that has changed. It's just, I should look at Homeworld. I feel like I did actually figure out how to play it at some point and had a reasonable go at it. I think there's a number of Star Wars mods for it, which I'd like to have a look at. But if I did play it and figure out how to actually start, like, I feel like I'm making it seem like I had a much more difficult time. It's just because it was different and it didn't cotton on to me at the time that I don't know. Anyway, oh boy. I just stopped talking. I'm just making my situation sound even worse than it was. Oh man. Anyway. It does play differently from other ones, so anyway. Tutorials being also kind of limited in what you can do as well. These damn mortars of this. Ah. This isn't really going. I've like lost the advantage. You probably play it again in the future. You've always loved how it looks. Don't know what it is. Seeing the units move around with the trail behind them. It's all about capturing other ships. Yeah, I understand. It's got like a lot of interesting mechanics in it. It does look really pretty. I do like how the what's it like? The mothership looks in it. It's extremely iconic for the game. Okay, load. Okay, so you'll set up there. They're coming to attack. Hooray. I think they're actually a bit faster than me, so I can't really run away from them. My hovers are too slow for that. There is a tutorial for this game. I have played the tutorial. It's extremely straightforward. It's basically just... This is the resources you need to collect. This is how you produce units. Now send your units around the map to defeat the enemy units. And you know, after you defeated all the enemy units, then you'll win. And the enemy units don't even have attacks, so... They don't have turrets on them, so they're just sort of sitting ducks. You play as the Bloodfox, so there'd be another reason why we're playing as this campaign first, because it was the one in the tutorial. I mean, I guess we could kite you around. My lasers are attacking you and you're not attacking me back, so that's a plus. Oh, we've actually outstripped you. Huh. How about that? We can outrun them with our hovers. There we go. Cannon tanks, I guess. Well, we're going to be running out of calibrium there in a moment. Get over here. You did mess around in the original game back in the day, but the remaster is what you eventually played all the way through. Oh yeah, there was a remaster for it, wasn't there? Another game which I'd like to learn how to play a bit more of is Empire at War, a Star Wars game. I've given it a few tries over the years. That game's much more easy to understand. It's got a campaign mode though, which is about like recruiting units from planets and upgrading them, and there's some really good mods for it. A channel... Actually, forget the name of the channel. Oh boy, Captain Shack. He does a lot of Empire at War series, especially of mods of it. I do recommend him if you like that. He also does a number of videos on space engineers too. But yeah, that's a game which I kind of feel it's like I start up a campaign of it and then I feel like I'm not doing things as efficiently as I should. And that makes me feel like I'm falling behind in production and general like money produced without even really realizing it, and it's not something I'm going to notice until the enemy takes over my planets with far more units than I have. Sort of like if you play a Civilization game badly, it's because you're going to be doing things wrong at the beginning, and it's not going to be a problem until the mid and late game. That's kind of how it feels for me when I play Empire at War sometimes. Oh. Remaster also has the original game, so you get 4 games basically. Remaster was on sale on GOG for last week for $3. Still actually on sale. 90% off. Wow. Okay. Maybe I'll look into getting that. At least so it's in my library. That's not me saying that, you know, I'd play it anytime soon. I kind of would like to finish this beforehand. If this game could stop kicking my ass, that would be nice. As I said, I completely wasn't expecting to get stuck on the 3rd level of this game. I don't remember it being difficult, but I haven't played it since I first got it. So hey, it's just full of surprises, isn't it? You can hear I'm getting irritated at this. Hold on. Let me have a look at my drawer. Maybe if looking at the manual will actually help me figure out exactly what I'm supposed to do. Company of Heroes, Age of Mythology, War of the Ring, Lord of the Rings, Pack of Chaos, Diablo 2. There's the manual for Total Annihilation Kingdoms. And Galactic Battlegrounds. The Chronicles of Darien. I never actually read that when I was playing through Total Annihilation Kingdoms. You want to sit here for like 40 minutes or something, me recounting the tales of a game. The 4 children of what's his name were all fine, and then their father gave them lands and they all went to war with each other. Versus TIE Fighter. I never got the expansion for that. It was so disappointing when later I learned that the expansion had like actual campaigns in it. X-Wing Turret versus TIE Fighter was great fun, but it really suffered from not having a campaign in it. We're going on a terrible segue here. Okay. Maybe it's in there? Hold up. Okay. I've got a box which has a whole bunch of manuals in it. Battle for Middle-earth. Okay, what have we got here? Nope. That's a unit production list for Total Annihilation Kingdoms. Baldur's Gate Quick Reference Guide. The manual for Gauntlet Legends PlayStation game. The manual for Croc. A card. Pokemon Yellow. Pokemon Crystal version trader guide. Streets of Sim City? Why have I got that? I never owned Streets of Sim City. Crime Stoppers colouring book for Sam and Max Hit the Road. Populous The Beginning manual. Escape from Monkey Island manual. Populous. Age of Empires 2. Oh. StarCraft. I'm gonna have to have a look more for this outside of the stream, I think. Another card. And another one. There's all my Bionicles construction guides. Pokemon. Under the Sorcerer manual. Diamond Sorcerer 2 manual. Bionicles. Oh, the manual for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And also Lego Racers. No, it is not actually there. Okay, well, never mind that. How much more time are we going to devote to this? Maybe another 10 minutes. Since I spent... It was just, I don't know. I have to spend some time looking around, seeing if I can find it. Or at least an online version of it. Maybe I can find a PDF of it. If only just so that I can see, like, what the game recommends in terms of weapons. Like, oh, this one's actually good for, you know, dealing with heavy armor. This one's good for, long-ranged attacking. I kind of see that from the stats, but, like, I'm kind of lost on what the use of a flamer over a cannon is. I mean, does it say it in here? Let's see. So, machine gun. It's a short range, deals low damage, it has a quick firing rate. Okay, so it's good for dealing with lots of weaker units, I assume. But it's very short range, so you have to be basically next to them to be able to deal damage. Flamer. It fires pretty quickly. It's got a strength of 60, which is a pretty good strength. Range is twice that of the machine gun. It can only attack ground. Does cost more. Yeah, but it doesn't say, like, does it pierce armor? Build time 5, range 192, so it's got longer range. It's got higher strength, delay is higher too. Laser, even greater range, less strength, faster delay. It costs more cooler than metal. Again, it says M there. I believe that's for Calibrium. But it's like Calibrium is basically metal in the game. It feels like they had it as metal, but then they changed the name to Calibrium. But they didn't change it in the setting in the menus here, because Cooler and Calibrium both start with C, so you wouldn't be able to tell when just said CO and CA. I don't know. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me see. If I put a laser on you... Oh yeah, you could click on just here. You don't have to just click up there. Okay, let's see. Hover laser scout Mark 1. No. Because I wanted a new design. You actually have to say... Right. Laser. There we go. There we go. Okay. All homeworld games are 90% off, even the newest homeworld Deserts of Karak, which is a land-based homeworld. That feels like it's missing the point of the homeworld series. I feel like the biggest point of homeworld was that it was set in space. Putting it on land is kind of... I don't know. Like, you lose a lot of the uniqueness of the game. So you have to play that? You bought it over a year ago. Is that Homeworld or something which I was mentioning as I was rifling through my masses of manuals? My filing system is impeccable. I don't know what you're talking about. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and I don't need to organize myself in any way. Not Homeworld, the desert one. Deserts of Karak. Oh, okay. Just stick a laser on a hovercraft to call it a day. Well, if it works. It's all about efficiency. As I said, I kind of like that about this game. That I'm having to, like, decide how useful is this unit? How quickly can I make it? How much does it cost? I'm actually having to take those into consideration. Whether that really holds up throughout the game or not, I don't know. But at least at the moment, it's like I'm having to balance, like, how powerful a unit is to how quickly it's built to how much resources it costs. Which is, you know, it feels like the design system in it is working fairly well. Have to see whether that works later on. Has these large aircraft carriers with tracks that ride around the desert as motherships. Looks really interesting despite being land-based. Oh, okay. You know, with aircraft carriers, there's another game which I'll have to get on GOG. I'm pretty sure it's available there. And I'd like to do a playthrough of, because I really liked the demo back in the day. It's a game called Urban Assault. It is a 3D strategy game. You have a mothership which floats off above the battleground, and I can't remember whether you like collect resources around the map or it's about controlling points on the map. I can't remember also whether that game has a designer or units in it as well. But it was really interesting. You like teleport your mothership around because it doesn't move. It teleports, I believe. And it produces units. And you have like tanks. You also have like helicopters, maybe aircraft. You could take control of them and fly them around and drive them around the map yourself. But I really liked the demo when I played it. But I never actually ended up getting the full version of it. It's a very blue looking game. Got a very blue tinted color palette. It's all 3D though, which was the neat part about being able to like drive around the vehicles in a strategy game that is a fully 3D like city which you're driving around in or flying around in. Put that there along with KKND, as I mentioned earlier. That's another one which I'd like to play through at some point. There's also KKND 2, but I think I'd stick to the first one, at least to begin with. 'Cause that was the one I played demo of. Googled, but doesn't seem to be available anywhere. Really? Urban Assault? I thought it was on GOG. Still abandonware. Oh, okay. I felt for sure it was like available on GOG. Oh, wow. Have we actually... I think we've actually wiped out all of their attacking units. Hooray! Just me looking for the manual was enough to achieve victory. Okay. My cheap laser hovercraft ended up actually pulling through for us. Maybe. I felt for sure I could, like, Urban Assault was available somewhere. It's not available on Steam, is it? That might just not be available anywhere. No? Okay. If it was available, then they would have removed it from the website. Okay, fair enough. I don't know too much about how My Abandonware works. I think there was another game which was, like, more well-known that people had fond memories of. I think it was Battlezone, was it? That was like a strategy game with, like, third-person elements or something like that. I think you were, like, driving around, like, Marsscapes or something. Okay, let's get this done. Finally. There we go. We get a big explosion too. Okay. Hooray! Victory, finally. 6-5-6-6-6-6. Wonderful. Okay, 54 leadership. I wouldn't know if I'd agree with that, but they didn't see all of my failures there. They link to the specific game store if it's available digitally. Okay. Okay, let's press yes, and this is going to load the next mission. I hear my external CD drive whirring up over there. Okay, so right. Ooh, we've got a different colored battlefield. Hooray! Not snow anymore. Ooh, we've actually got some new buildings in there as well. And it looks like some new weapons. Yeah, I'm wondering whether I should show the cinematic or should I leave that for next time. I think this is mission 4. Let's see. Bloodfox. No, that's Bloodfox. Bloodfox 4. Save it. And sure, let's have a look at the cinematic. Since we can have a reward for finishing the level. I'll show it off again next time as well. Okay.
Excellent.
Oh, hang on. I need to show the screen.
Excellent work, Commander. You do live up to your reputation, so far at least. Thanks to you, the Hammerhawks have been driven out of the polar wastes once and for all. Now it is time to press on into the water wilds and subjugate those sectors still under Hammerhawk control. My regional governor has reported a series of raids along his northern frontier. I want you to find the enemy craft responsible for these raids and obliterate them. Take a weapons relay with you and make sure to keep your head up. The enemy has been using flyers for these raids, so you won't get by just tussling on the ground this time. Go have a little fun with this one, Commander. I'm sure our Hammerhawk friends will be delighted to see you again.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we have a weapons relay with us, which should give us access to more weapons. Let's see. Assault hover. We've actually got a bunch of new vehicles in here too. Yeah, there's a weapons relay. Looks like a giant pancake. And all of our other vehicles which we produced. Let's see. If we go to new, I don't think we get any new chassis. I think that's all the chassis you get in the game. But if we go like super heavy, we don't have any new treads. New transports. Weapons. Lasers. Ooh yeah, we've got plasma rockets. And we've got particle beams. And laser guided missiles. And a claw. Right. Yes. Okay. So plasma rockets. Ground to air. I think he mentioned that there was going to be some air units in this. Looked up a video. It looks like Urban Assault needs a joystick. Maybe? I don't remember it needing a joystick. It's like a 3D strategy game. You might use a joystick to fly the helicopters around. Fly the mothership. I don't know. It's been ages since I played the demo. To my memory, the mothership was sort of stationary and you told it to teleport to locations around the map. It'd like phase out and phase in again. In different areas. But, I don't know. If that's the case, I have to look into it. Now let's see, 320 range, 80 strength, delay 3. Okay. Particle beams. These might be similar to the weapons which they were using. Ground to air, or ground and air, build time 13, delay 4, strength 100, 384 range. Wow, the range on these just keeps getting higher. 448 range on the laser guided missiles. Ground and air. Strength 110, delay 5. I kind of wish the treads got a bit larger on the larger chassis. I think they just stay the same regardless of what chassis you have. Yeah. So they're kind of hidden underneath the massive bulk of the vehicle. You can have 2 of the guided missiles up top there. These are rank 4, so you can only have them on the 4 slots. You can have a particle beam there. Can't have that there. You'd have to do like lasers on the front. And the claws. Ground, air. Strength 50, delay 4. I vaguely remember these are used on like aircraft. Or they've got some kind of special element to them, but I'm not sure. That's why I want to find the manual. I wish it actually had like a little pop-up window to tell you about these things here. Do we have any other detections here? No. What about shields? No. Okay. Just got new weapons. Righto. Well. I think we did save it. Yep, good. Okay. Because I don't think it saves your progress. So you have to save every mission. Good thing I'd be doing that. I've got a skirmish mode in this. You can put up to how many enemies you want. How hard you want it. It goes up to 5 from 1. Tech level, all the way up to Tech 8. How many resources I assume you start off with? It's apparently artifacts. And there's a number of maps. Not that many. And you can choose different colors. Which each of the clans has their own list of colors to choose from. You can also just make vehicles as you wish. So that you can, you know, spend time designing them and then, I don't know, try them out in a skirmish mode or something like that. Okay. But yeah, that has been, Extreme Tactics. Oh. Oh, well. There was a, what's it called? There was a, credits there, but, it wasn't showing. So, yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll continue with this next time. I suppose I'll do a full playthrough. As I said, since there's so little videos on this, I kind of feel like I should do a full playthrough of it, just so that it's out there. And, you know, it was being an interesting challenge, and there's more to see in the game than just what we saw at the beginning. There's all the, detection and radars and jammers and all that to fiddle around with, so yeah, we'll have to see all that, but thank you very much for joining, and I hope you join me again next time.